Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force, and here today we will be checking out Grow Home. This is a platforming collection game that launched a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't hear anything about it. In fact, there was hardly any announcements. I don't even know if there was a damn launch trailer, which was interesting because it's a Ubisoft published title, and typically before a Ubisoft game comes out, you hear nothing but news about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. But this is obviously a much smaller scale title, priced at only $7.99, and it's so funny that I feel like Ubisoft didn't put any energy into pushing this game, because it's really pretty nifty. It might be one of my favorite Ubisoft games in recent memory. I'm not even kidding. It's a much different experience from the large AAA titles, but it is a very fun little package, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. So give me some time here. I know some people might be put off by the art style. It's very whimsical. But I think this is well worth your time and attention, and I'm going to run you through some of the basics of what this game is all about here in this video. So we're starting off from the very beginning. The reason is this is an incredibly short title, clocking in at only a couple of hours, really depending on how thorough you are with the collection, which is a big part of this game. It's about navigating the world and finding stuff, and then just seeing, like, it's got a very cool style. I really like it, and we're going to especially see that a little bit later in the video once we move towards the nighttime. So this is just running through some of the basics. One of the really nifty things about this game is how you climb, how you sort of interact with the world, and that is by using the left and right bumpers and or triggers to grab with your individual hands. So I'm basically holding down right bumper right now, and I'm swirling around the joystick. I am playing this with a controller here hooked up to my PC. And then you can just go with the left bumper, so you can go like left bumper, right bumper, and you just sort of hang on to the ledges. He's got these little graspy hands. His name is B.U.D. He's searching the universe for plant life. Oh no, I fell down. That's what happens when you don't hold on to the edge. So we're gonna quickly scale this back up here. Just like this. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And one of the main objectives in this game are to collect these little crystals. This is basically your character progression. You notice that percentage bar up top. We've got 2%, and our first milestone is at 10%. Every time you hit one of those percentage locked boxes, it's going to give you a new ability. And we're going to take a look at a few of those here in this video. I'm basically going to take you through, I would say, like about a fourth of this game. Here in just this one video. Now, even though it's a very short experience, I think it's a quality experience. This is sort of something similar to how I felt with Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I thought that was one of my most favorite games of the year, the other year, and it was only a 2-hour title, but it's more about the impact and how enjoyable it is to play. Now, again, with this being a very moderately priced game at only $7.99, I think it's totally fine. I think it's totally deserving. So we've got these fall flowers, and you collect these to save yourself from certain doom. So if you happen to fall off of a ledge and go, oh no, you can hit Y, and the little fall flower will break your fall. It does not last forever though, so you have to make sure you recharge it when you run out of petals, and you just gotta run up, use one of your bumpers and or triggers to refill your little backpack thing there. So yeah, I can like go ahead and grab onto this edge. I mean, you can grab onto anything. It's really, that's how it works. And certain plants and stuff you can like pull out of the ground. I don't know if this is one of them though. No, it doesn't look like this particular one, but some plants you can pull out of the ground. You can knock things over by just using your sort of like your body momentum to run into things. Let's see if we can make this thing budge here. Look at that. So yeah, you can just sort of knock it over. Pretty nifty, pretty nifty. All right, let's make our way down here. And instead of falling all the way, we're just gonna hit Y and again use our fall flower. So the main goal, well, there's two main goals, one of which is to collect these crystals for the progression. The other one we'll be seeing in just one moment, and that is to grow these vines to try to get yourself out of, well, we're down on the planet level, and we're basically trying to get ourselves all the way back up to the spaceship. That is the entire progression of this game, to go from where we start here and just slowly but surely make our way up. Now, where there's a bunch of crystals that are going to be in this area, so what we want to do is search for them. And I actually, hilariously enough, I have forgotten where all the crystals are. I think they're all pretty easy, though, for this starting area, so this shouldn't take very long. But I do just want to check on this side. Oh, yes, indeedy, there is one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and slowly scale down. And we can grab this right on out. There we go. So we are now 4% out of the 10. And before we progress any further, we're basically just gonna fill up that 10 percentile so we can get our first special little extra ability. Because right now all we can do is climb, hang, and collect, and that's it. That is the extent of our abilities right now. So there's some crystals right over there. There's also one right over here on the side of this little mountain. So let's get that. There's a couple of sheep. Ah, don't run away from me, sheep. I'm just coming to try to be your friend. They don't want to be my friend. They have zero interest in being my friend. Oh, there's a crystal right there as well. Let's collect that. I'm gonna just run on over to this bad boy. Jump up on the side, grab this, and then we can use our rock climbing capabilities to hold on to the edge. Yes, we got it. We got it. Whoop-de-doo. All right, let's go ahead and go find this crystal. Well, we don't have to find it. We can see it's right here. It's right here. One of the reasons I'm just being so positive about this game so far, it's been very refreshing. And it's been a very fun game to sort of explore and try to figure out. And that is also part of the reason why I'm not showing you halfway through or towards the end of the story. Because I feel like it would ruin a large part of the reason of why you would want to play this, and that would be the sense of discovery, of finding things. I don't feel so bad about like showing you the location of the crystals that are early on in this game. I don't think that's going to be that detrimental to your overall experience, because it really starts as the game progresses. The areas look more unique. It gets a little more charming. I mean, it's all taking place basically right just above this island, but you get to see some pretty interesting looking stuff. There's a crystal right here. Get it quick. Get it before we fall off. Awesome. And there's a few more down here. We're just gonna tumble down real quick. And then use our fall flower to break our fall. Okay, so we got one right there. And there's actually, there's someone in need of help. There's a friend nearby. They're in need of help. I think we should help them. I mean, it's only kind. We'll go to this in 1 second. I'll show you what that is in 1 second. First, we gotta help our friend. We're gonna charge in and try to break some of these rocks off. Go! Grab them, pull them hard. Come on, use your momentum. So yeah, you can use momentum just by like moving back and forth, trying to use your body weight to shift things. We're gonna pull this out of here. Get out of there. Grab both of them. I'm gonna grab one rock with both hands. Pull a little quicker. There we go. Gosh, I feel so bad. Look at him. Who put him here? Must have been those other damn sheep that were running away from me. They seem like rude. They were rude. Very, very rude. Lock their friend in here like this. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get this rock out of here. Get it, bud. Get it. Okay, he still doesn't know what to do. We're gonna have to move all the rocks, aren't we? He's not very smart. He's sweet, but he's not very smart. Get it. Move this rock. There you go, bud. All right, just two more. I'll get you out of there. Don't you worry. Come on. You can get out. You're free to get out now. Yay! Oh, he's so sweet. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. See, he's my friend. He's so happy that we helped him. Hi. Just give him a little pet on the head. Hi. And we can even pull him if we want to. Come with me. Come on. Let's go. That's too funny. Okay, these are telerouters, teleportation devices. A handy point-to-point teleporter. You can go like this. And basically, it comes up. And what you can do is you can walk under it and you can teleport to the location of other ones. Now there does happen to be one right near the start, which is back where we came from, back on the other side of that. But I obviously don't want to teleport there because we are progressing. There's no reason for me to teleport backwards when we're trying to make our way forwards. All right, so we got some crystals in this location. There's one right here. Let's go ahead and grab this. We are just about to hit that 10%. That is 9, and there's also one right down here. So as you get close to the crystals, they make a faint little, sort of like a twinkling sound. So that's one good way to tell if there's one nearby, if you can't happen to see it. There we go. So now we have the 200-meter camera What we can do is we can push in right stick now, and this is going to zoom out the camera quite a bit for us. And this is going to help a lot in your crystal location when you're hanging on the edge of things and stuff like that. Makes it a lot easier to see. And I think there's actually a second crystal in here too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can hear it. Listen to that. Can you hear that? A little faint sound there. There it is. There it is. Let's just squeeze our way down here. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that crystal. Give me it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, bud, make your way out. Try not to get crushed by the rocks, please. That's not actually a thing. You're a robot, so you're fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we've collected all of the crystals here in the starting area, and now we're going to go to what I will call the second main objective of this game. Besides the collection of crystals to progress B.U.D and increase his abilities, such as camera zoom here. Look at this. You see, I mean, you could just see so much with this now. So it's such a savior. Such a savior for trying to find crystals along your way. Now, the second main thing that I mentioned, and part of what this game's name is, Grow Home, is the fact that you are growing these plants to try to connect to these remote islands. So the first plant for us to grow is right next to us. Don't trip, Bud. Bud, you're clumsy. You're very clumsy. You need to get your stuff together here, buddy. I'm gonna zoom this out just so you can see. So yeah, there you go. Look at that. Oh, it gets so pretty. The game gets so pretty as we get up high. And there's also a day-night cycle. And I really like the lighting that they use in this game for the nighttime. Okay, so we've got to connect 4 of these chutes towards the energy rocks. So this is going to be the first one here. So we go ahead, we grab on with both hands, then we hit X, and it grows. This one's very unceremonious, but it gets more so as we continue. So we connect these to these energy rocks, like that floating one right there. And then once we connect the requisite number for the given section that we're in, it will then progress us to the next section. All right, let's go ahead and pick one of these flowers so we can fill up our backpack. Thank you much. And I think I hear a glimmering. Yeah, there's one right there. Again, this just goes to show you why the camera is so useful. So we're going to grab onto this edge and rappel our way down left and right and left and right. And these controls are really fun too. Part of the reason I liked Brothers was because it had sort of unique and interesting controls. And this game does that same sort of thing. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and glide this way. Let's bring that camera out just so we can get a good look of our surroundings. And even with the camera all the way out, as you can see, we are still able to traverse the nearby area. I'm not sure if there's a crystal down there. I'm not pulling your leg or anything. I really don't remember where a lot of these starting crystals are. Because when I completed this game the first time around, it was like yesterday, so it makes me sound like an idiot though. Like you can't remember where all the crystals are. There's a lot of damn crystals to collect, and I just sort of quite literally stumble upon them. Because this guy does a lot of stumbling. Okay. Jump and grab. So we're gonna get two hands right on the stem, and then we're gonna grow it up to one of the energy rocks. Awesome. So that is 2 of the 4. You'll notice on the left-hand side. It says how many you have accomplished. There's 1 crystal right there on that rock. Let's see if there's any on like the underbelly. Don't fall over the edge though. Jeez, I'm crow. Any on the underbelly here? No, I fell. Gee. Thankfully, I have that flower to save me. Okay, we're gonna just make our way up. It looks like it's just this 1 crystal on this rock here. So we are all set. Come on, bud, get your way up there. What are you doing? You're a silly goose. Okay, let's get this crystal. Thank you much. And we can make our way to that next rock right there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any more grow shoots. Actually, there's a grow shoot right over there to the right. See, right to the right of that thing. So let's go ahead and go like this. I think we'll go to that grow shoot first before we go to this. Actually, you know what? No, let's go right here because this is a teleporter location. So in case we happen to fall all the way down, and as you continue through this game, you just progressively get higher and higher, and it makes it kind of scary because If you happen to fall without any flower petals on you, then you're kind of screwed unless you have a nearby teleporter, which is why I'm gonna grab this right now. All right, so we gotta take these little Lego-looking blocks, pull them down here. Thank you much. Get this one too. Whoop. And then this one. Got it? Nope. Grab it on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Whoa, you stumble. He's got this little, like, you can't just stop on a dime. He does the little wobbly move, and he looks at, Bud, you're drunk, go home. So yeah, I could use this teleporter. There's really no reason for me to do it right now, but the idea is that if you fall, it's pretty much if you fall and you want to get back to your previous location, or if you feel like there are crystals in previous locations that you missed. So if you feel like you missed anything, that's the other sort of situation that you'll be using that in. Okay, so I want to go down to this. So we're gonna jump and then use our pedal right here. Use it again. There we go, perfect. Took a little while, but I've really got the controls down pretty pat now, so that I feel very comfortable. It was very odd at first using the two hands and trying to grapple onto things, and just knowing like how reliable it is or not reliable. Sometimes you have to give the hands a second to lock in. It's not always guaranteed that you're gonna grab onto something, but again, that's why it's really good. We got that flower petal to save the day. Okay, 2 crystals here. Excellente. Yeah, putting us that much closer. Now we're only 5 away from the next upgrade, which is a very nice upgrade indeed. Looking forward to getting that one. Get out of here, pumpkin thingy. So a lot of these things don't do anything at the moment. Later in the game, you can basically identify them, and it becomes another form of collection. It's another thing to collect besides the progression crystals, essentially. That's what it will turn into. Okay, so we have one more to go to. We have to make our way over to that one on the far right. And there is a little exclamation point here to tell us something nifty. This is an extremely elastic little pedal. So you can basically use these as trampolines. It's kind of hilarious. I'm trying to think where I should go. Let's take this one. Should I take that one? No, let's take the one that's down low. Okay, I'm gonna go get a new flower petal. I've got my game plan here. We're gonna go ahead and pop down to here. Thank you. Grab this flower petal. I gotcha. And then we're gonna go get to that one right there. That's what we want. Right there. All right. Good job, bud. Good job, bud. Okay, this is the 4th, so this will be a full growth cycle once we complete this. So once we connect into the energy floating rocks, you need enough of these stems collecting right into the energy rocks, and then this happens. Burst forward, plunging into the rocks above and continuing its way up. Yes, indeed. How excellent. There have been many a phallic joke made about this game, I suppose understandably so. Because it definitely, you know, it's just what it's very reminiscent of such said things. But if you look beyond that. Oh no! Don't fall to your doom, please. Okay, let's make our way up here. Kind of on the underside of the rock right now, but again, we are rock climbing experts with our graspy hands. And is there anything on the backside here? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go up top real quick to just check. Okay. Looks like there is nothing. Look at the lighting. See what I'm talking about? I mentioned the lighting earlier. The lighting is great. It's really awesome. It is really pretty awesome. And the game just gets more impressive looking. I'm sure there were some people who left within the first 5 minutes because you're just on this small little island. It looks kind of dopey. The graphical style, again, it's very whimsical, and certainly not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But as you get higher and higher up, it just becomes very, very impressive looking. IMHO. It really does. Okay, we're gonna get on our elastic jumperoo here, and I'd like to make my way up We've got some crystals on the backside there. What we're going to do now is we're going to float on over to the main stem. We've got a little bit of time left. So yeah, these flower petals will just tick away if you couldn't tell already. And let's grab this. And this one, we're not going to be going to an energy rock with this. We're just going to use this to sort of get up there and just have like another travel avenue. So I'm basically going to spin this around like this. I mean, you can go anywhere you want with these things. That's what's neat. That's what's neat about it. And we'll just grow into the side right here. Okay. Because we did have a crystal right over here. There it is. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And there's going to be a few of them. There's one right below me there. Let's go ahead and drop down. Flower petal to it. And we're almost out of flower petals, so we got to be careful not to use them up. There's another stem right there. Let's get to that. Oh no, we're out of flower petals. We can't do that anymore. We better be careful. Okay, so we got a stem right here. No! Okay. I almost just fell off. We got a stem right. I didn't collect that one? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. All right, we're gonna grow this one up to, there is a fountain here. Get up, go, go, go. Go this way. Right here is fine. Thank you. Okay. So there is a little waterfall cavern here. And I want to bring you to that, not only because there's a crystal right here, but because it's a very neat looking place too. Okay, and there's still one crystal below us that we haven't grabbed yet, so we're gonna have to remember to get that. And I'm also hoping we can find a flower petal sometime soon. So there are a bunch of crystals in here. Check this out. And some dodo bird looking things apparently. Some new flower types. Grab this. That is 19. Almost got it. Almost got the 20. Traversing gets a little bit easier. And that's sort of the name of the game. As you collect more and more of the crystals, it makes the actual getting from place to place that much easier. It makes the whole sort of shtick of this game, which is the moving about, the platforming. Okay, so now we just picked up the rocket pack. We have enough power for minimal thrust. So now we're able to sort of thrust ourselves forward like this. And this gives us a little bit extra breathing room. Okay, so we're gonna go like this here. Grab that. The way he moves is so comical with situations like that. Like, I just jettisoned myself into that crystal and then grabbed onto it with both hands. It's just kind of comical. And there's a few more of these bad boys right up here. I'll just keep grabbing them. And I doubt we're going to get to the next percentage here in this video. It seems very unlikely, at least, but that's quite fine. And again, I don't want to show you too much because this is such a short game, you know. I don't want to spoil it for you, for those of you who are interested in trying it out. But let me just say this. I was talking so positively at the very start, and some of you may have been sitting through this and said, well, Force, you're just sort of moving around, like there's not a lot to this game. And I will not disagree. It is a very, very simple game. But it's one of those things where it's nice to play something different. And it's also very nice that this is, it's not, I'm so used to getting these $60 titles, you know, shoved down our throats, and they turn out to just sort of be not that fun experiences. But this is a fun experience, and it's a low-cost experience. Now, the length of the game certainly is also, like, you look at the length of this game, which is only a couple of hours. Really, depending on how much you feel like collecting, I would say it's probably going to range anywhere between 2 to 4 hours. Maybe you could drag a little bit more time out of it from there. And I'm not too sure about the replayability beyond the first playthrough. Like, I played through it once, and then I started over a new game just to show you guys essentially what's going on, you know. But it's like, you compare this to, for example, The Order. 1886. Now, The Order is a cover-based shooter, so certainly not the same type of game. but it's only a few hours itself. I've heard from a lot of people that are able to finish the game in about 4 hours. You can get 4 hours out of this. Look at the price difference. The order is 60 bucks. This is $8, $7.99 USD. Or your local equivalent, of course. Don't want to leave everyone out of this. But when I look at those two things, I'm like, boy, I'm glad I didn't spend the money on the order. And I'm really glad that I played this as well. Now, again, they are certainly much different games. They're tailoring for a different audience. Obviously, there's a much different level of graphical detail. The Order is an unbelievably good-looking game in terms of, like, realism, high fidelity sort of stuff. But this game has its charm. I think this game looks good as well. It's not, it doesn't look, it's not this, it's not, you know, it's not pushing next gen graphics or anything, but it's got a very awesome and unique style, in my opinion. Everything I say here, of course, is my opinion. You guys got that, right? I don't have to explain that out to you. It's you understand that, but yeah, it's just I was just really pleasantly surprised. I think that's the biggest thing, and I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. And when's the last time you can say you feel like you got your money's worth from a game? And a lot of times you can't. Mom says, fungus. Look at all the beautiful festering. Yes, so many pretty things. Try placing an item in the telerouter so that I can analyze it. So here's one additional collection aspect of this game. We've got the collection of the crystals. There's also all those other flowers and things, like these mushrooms, scattered throughout the game. Now, there's not really anything you can do with them. They don't help you, they don't give you boosts or anything. Nothing fancy like that, but they're another thing to collect. So this is sort of, I guess this is a way of them like padding out, or attempting to add more length to the game. That if you're someone who's interested in collecting all the things, if typically in the games that you play you try to get all the achievements, this is one of those, it adds to it. So we bring it to the analyzer, analyzes it, goes beep, 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 and then it says, check your data bank. So we can go ahead and do that. Go to data bank, and we've got this right here. There we go. Jam pigeon. Observe the fungi. Look, a big hat on a stick. Jam pigeon are weird. That was a haiku. I don't know. Like, there's nothing to these things other than it's something to collect and catalog. Essentially, that's it. But yeah, I don't want to go too much further because I don't want to spoil any more of the game for you. I don't want to show you where all the crystals are, you know. I don't want to take you through half the game in one video. That would be silly. But I'll just say that I'm really digging this. Like, I'm having a great time. Here we go. Finally checking out nighttime. So in the nighttime, we're able to much more clearly see these crystals. And it's especially neat when you're taking a huge view. So look at this. I love the way the nighttime lighting is. You can see a little light from Bud, his eyeballs lighting up the side of the mountain or whatever. Well, I guess this is a mountain. I don't know. It's another planet. Of course it's a mountain. What the hell else would it be? I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to wrap up this video, guys. It basically, from this point forward, it just continues. You get to see more interesting looking locations as it gets forward. I think there's some more charming little things, but I don't want to spoil those for you because that's half the reason that you should get this game, is to see that stuff for yourself. But if you're interested in a platforming and or collection game, if you think that that's something, if that's a type of genre that you enjoy, this is a good one of those. It's an inexpensive one of those. And like I said, it's one of the few times in recent memory that I can say, A, hey, this is a Ubisoft title I really like, and B, I 100% got my money's worth. This was absolutely worth it for me. $7.99? Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video checking out Grow Home, developed by Reflections Studio, published by Ubisoft. $8 on Steam. Highly suggested. It's pretty awesome. Let's go find some more crystals. But not with you. I'm not going to spoil the game anymore. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Let's knock over that mushroom. Get out of there. Get out of there, mushroom. Get out of there. Come on, use physics. Go physics. Can I do it? I'm gonna drag it out. You know what? You're done recording this, telerecorder. Get out. Get out of that mushroom. A butterfly. Come here, butterfly. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. No! Oh, bud.